people kill, some steal, some people lie sometimes. Different events and all like those ways. Harbor and hate, harbor and pain, and everything we both do. Really hard to forgive. Nobody is perfect, and I can see that in the mirror. And every time I think of things I've done inside the past, I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, birds and bears. Not worried about a thing, not even worried about me. Down here, they free. Ain't nowhere that they can't fly. I'm always seeing them pass by. I'm jealous. Ain't so many bills I gotta worry about. I go to work every day so they get paid. So many jobs, so many friends, different associates. I always forget they're subjected to change. Nothing stays the same, things always changing like the seasons. As soon as I get my hopes up, issues start falling down. I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, I notice the birds in there. Not worried about a thing, not even worried about me. Down here, they free. Ain't nowhere that they can't fly. I'm always seeing them pass by. I'm jealous. Don't gotta worry about social issues. Don't gotta worry about bills too bad. Don't gotta worry about people falling out with you. I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, I notice the birds in there. Not worried about, not worried about a thing. Worried about me. Down here, they free. Ain't nowhere that they can't fly. Ain't nowhere that they can't fly. Oh, I'm so jealous. Ooh, ooh, yeah. I'm so jealous. Ooh. Peace, love, health, and wealth. I'll travel. I can subscribe. Help your boy break away from the 9 to 5. My name is Not Important. I am coming to you on behalf of the Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Remember, when you pull up over here, you know we taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? This is spa day for the spirit, right? You know what I'm saying? This is leg day. You understand? Over here, we put in that work. You understand? We ain't worried about no haters, no naysayers, none of that. Cause you know what that mean? If we got haters and naysayers, that means that they ain't meant to go with us where we moving forward to. All right, so we don't even pay no attention. We just gotta keep manifesting until we get on up out there. Cause guess what? While we manifesting, they still gonna be stuck. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, If you would like to inquire about any of my services, you want to know anything more about me, you want to go and, you know, book a coaching session, a private reading, or whatever, all my contact information will be in the description box of all of my videos and right on cue, right? It will be periodically posted throughout the night here on this broadcast, okay? So I'm going to pull a card. I think this card I'm going to pull is going to carry on the conversation that I was just having in private. And so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and so the whole deck was upside down, right? Which is fine. I'm not complaining, but if this is a continuation of the private conversation that we was having, then I just want to say that everybody want to feel loved, want to feel coveted, and when you grow up or when you raised to believe that you're not worthy or you're not this, you're not that, then you're gonna come off as aggressive, etc., right? A perfect example of what I mean is an unsocialized dog, right? Everybody who like grew up with dogs, you know, it is important for your dog, your puppy, to be socialized at an early age, right? And it's very important for your puppy to be loved at a very early age because you're going to raise a puppy that's going to be curious and afraid of everything. And when you combine curiosity with fear, you get or tornado, what some people will call aggression, right? So, dogs are natural protectors, right? And with that being said, um, every animal is tuned to survive, right? Dogs are not special, but the thing about dogs is they pack animals, and so they can cross with different species when we talking about surviving, because they scavengers. And the reason why that's important is because when you, as a human, don't grow up with the confidence and love and all of that stuff, you too become like a scavenger in a sense. And you're only going to be scouring the earth looking for confirmations, right? That's why we spent time talking about, yeah, you love me, and blase skip. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's true, but we can't wear that thin though. Because some people, you never know who you're making an impression on. And you can say that you don't care, but deep down inside, you care. It's just the fact that you're so numb. You say you don't care. You think you don't care, but you just numb. You understand what I'm saying? So, so, but back to what we were saying though. You know, you still there? You still with me? Can we pick up on that conversation where we were just leaving off? I'm gonna go ahead and move this card because I don't want nobody. So I think this is what's gonna solve everything right here. This is what's gonna solve that problem. You smell me? That's what's gonna solve that problem. So what I was saying was, um, what you see exhibited on display is not the source of the problem. It's, what is it called? It's a symptom, right? Like when you got a cough, that's a symptom, right? That's not the sickness. It's the symptoms. So again, the behaviors that you see displayed is the symptoms, right? Like for example, right? Me pushing, right? Sometimes people don't know how to take me, but I push, right? And the reason why I push is because I never really got coddled before. right? Um, I've been through, like when I was in ROTC, I've been through boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've been through the fire several times over, right? Don't you know how they say when you a new mother, every single time your baby cry, you run, but by the time you're on your third, fourth child, then you just like, ah, he'll be okay. He'll cry himself to sleep, right? It's something that comes along with experience that you just can't teach, or that you just can't. Even if I tell you and you prepare for it, you still got to go through that plateau or that ceiling, right? You got to be able to push through and grow through what you go through, right? Um, so the thing is that this particular person has been able to navigate life in such a matter to where they never really had to face those things, right? They always cover it up by, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that, and look what I got, and this one and that one. You know what I'm saying? Those are classic symptoms of what I'm saying, which is there was some there was some emptiness passed down generation to generation, and for for the most part it kept them safe. But now that it's not working no more, now it's time to pivot. You understand what I'm saying? And so now the lessons is going to be learned. Now isn't the karma time, right? Whatever come back ain't gonna be karma. It's gonna be lessons. And then you don't learn the lessons. Then you start bumping your head. But if I can speak confidently, right, amongst my tiger's eye and amongst, I think, I don't know what the hell this is. More tiger's eye, probably. Knowing me, that's probably more tiger's eye. This is amethyst, right? And this the demon catcher right here, black obsidian, right? If I could speak boldly in front of my crystals, like transformation on this situation is gonna come, and it's just like, um, it's either gonna, like I always say, you get ahead of the curve, or the curve gonna get ahead of the you, and then you're gonna be fighting uphill, right? And so, with that being said, either they gonna learn or they just gonna stay stuck in this time and space. But I could definitely tell there's grief there. It's grief about shoulda, coulda, woulda. And my thing is that if you know how hard it was for you to break the chains, then you can't blame nobody else for not breaking the chains. You can't. If you know how hard it was for you to break the chains, then you can't blame nobody else for not breaking the chains. Because not everybody is going to be strong as you. Not everybody is going to have events that that go in alignment that force them to break those chains. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why we got to love these people through what they're going through, right? This is why I tell people when I do the relationship coaching, if you can't love this person through what they're going through right now, then you need to walk away. If what if it take another 10 years for this person to get rid of this drinking habit, right? What if it take this person to go to jail before they stop putting their hands on you? Are you willing to risk, another ER visit? Another day walking around with a bunch of makeup and sunglasses? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the general reading. We actually got three cards that jumped out the deck as I was shuffling. So I think that was telling me it was time to go ahead and hush up, right? So I'm not going to go super, 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 super deep with this one. Maybe I'll follow up on this reading in a moment. But we got Two of Cups. Um, this card represents a new beginning. Okay. This new beginning is going to be one of love and nurture and healing energy for the mind, body, and spirit. All right. The two represents starts and finishes, beginning and ends. Left, right, up, down, anything that operates in duality, right? Anytime we tap into the number two, we tapping into the second dimension. I gotta tell y'all that, okay? Remember that the dimensions are stacked on top of each other. All right. So moving forward, we got the King of Swords, okay? Remember it's the double air element, right? So the King of Swords could be a college professor, someone of higher knowledge, like a judge, a lawyer, somebody possibly with like a doctorate degree or something like that. Whenever the King of Swords pop up, it's always a reminder that we must lead with knowledge and wisdom. Okay, the King of Wands sits on top of the world because uh, he flies at very high altitudes mentally. All right, and then let's move on to the nine. So the nine is the number of fulfillment. Okay, this is the number of things coming full circle, right? 360 degrees. The reason why I say 360 and not 365, right, is because the 360 is a complete circle. See, I tricked you right there. Uh huh. You ain't know. But anyways, when we talking about fulfillment, right, we talking about things coming full circle, right? And the reason why we talk about things coming full circle because just like the two of cups, there's always a start and an end to everything, right? Now, what feats you might have to overcome to make this transformation, it depends on you and your path, right? Everybody is going to be different, right? Some people is going to be tested with saving money. Some people is going to be tested with, maybe an ex-lover. So, there's always going to be different ways that people are going to be tested, right? But again, the Two of Cups is all about getting off to a hot start, if that makes sense, right? Um, I'm not really picking up a love reading here per se, but what I'm picking up is the fact that um how can I say this? We must fall in love with the journey again. Um Fall in love with ourselves again. Fall in love with that person who hurt us, right? What I'm seeing here with this Two of Cups is it's a fresh start, but the heart is leading the way this time, right? Not nothing else. It's the heart. And when you tap into that heart, then you automatically begin to balance the the in you, left brain, right brain, right? Um, it's a saying in the spiritual community that if you can't get your kundalini above the heart chakra and keep it up there, then you are failing. All right, and what that mean is that there's a particular set of emotions that's associated, right? There's emotions that can boost the chakra, and there's emotions that can take away from each one. All right, and remember being able to balance, right? This red and this green right here is being rooted in love, right? Being rooted and love. So then, once you get rooted in love, you tap into the King of Swords energy, which says that can't nothing take away from what I got here, right? Let me see something real fast. I don't know what sign this card is. Let me check and see what sign this card is. I need to get on my astrology stuff. Let me check my notes real fast. Yeah, I got notes. KP got notes. So what? All right, swords is up there, right here. King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius. It's both Libra and Aquarius. Okay, so uh, much like much like the rest of the kings, right? The King of Swords carries um visionary energy, right? Because remember, the king is responsible for the kingdom. And the only way that he can really truly protect and grow the kingdom is by a, having the vision to lead the people into, right? Nobody want to hear a speech from a president or a king or a general or even anybody, right? Who don't know what they're going to do. All right, well, we just got attacked from the south, so anybody got any ideas? Like, no, we came to you for the answers, right? So, that's funny. I just I just heard trust your instincts, trust your insight. Um, it's a saying, and I'm getting ready to close this down. It's a saying, right, that I kind of came up with. Um, how do it go? You know what? I can't really word it right, so I'm gonna come back to it later. I'm gonna come back to it later. But again, the king is he leads with knowledge and wisdom. So the kingdom is better for in this case, the kingdom is better because the king leads with honesty, with truth, with loyalty, with justice, etc., right? He's consciously tapped in to the higher realms. One thing that you really don't see here symbolized is the butterfly, which represents the transformation. Um, again, when this card come out, uh, be on the lookout for attainment of higher knowledge. Okay, now if you noticed, in most of the court cards, especially the swords, right? Those swords are pretty norm. They're normally pretty big, but here this sword isn't that big, so it's showing um it's showing scale of what heights you can reach if you was to put knowledge first. All right. And then with that knowledge, we get focus with the nine of pentacles, right? And this focus was is gonna the focus here is going to be able to cement the things that we start here in the first two cards, okay? That nine of pentacles with the laser sharp focus is saying that we're going to cement the growth, cement the prosperity, cement, whatever it is, whatever you got to overcome, whether it's people, places, or things. um Laser focus is going to get you through and through, all right? So I don't know, I just wanted to get that out. Want to know, is it Keisha? But yeah, though, baby girl. You still in the building? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, I'm tired as hell. Alright, Jizzle. So discernment is gonna be something very key tomorrow. Um they'll go there too. So I don't know what the number two mean to you, but it's here. Uh Remember, I like to call this card the Liberator card, right? I kind of got nicknames for a lot of the cards. And the reason why I call this the Liberator card is because, like, technically, these people are not dead. Maybe mentally, emotionally, right? But these are not dead people, right? These sauce, right? So when a judgment card come out, it represents a change of position, right? It represents evolution, right? Remember what they say: the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Well, I think tomorrow is gonna be the start of your decisiveness, right? I think tonight you have a good night's sleep. Uh, you take care of yourself properly, right? Not just surface level things, but make sure you quell any thoughts, any emotions that pop up. You quell them lovingly, right? You don't want to get into a shouting match with yourself in your head, right? That's a fast way to get a headache, trust me. So Um, yeah, just. You know what I would do? A lot of people, what they say, set your intentions at night for tomorrow, right? I'm gonna make $100. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get good news. Set the intentions at night before you go to bed. Prepare yourself for the life you want to live. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and everything gonna be okay. Even if something do happen, even if a bird fly and break his neck on my window, right? I'm still gonna be okay. Maybe, hmm, I don't know. The first thing I was thinking was maybe you can be freeing somebody right now, or maybe somebody might be coming in to liberate you. Oh, you know what it was? I'm gonna pull another card. This video represent the live. That's what that represent. That represents the live. I got it now, so I gotta pull you another card. And then look at what we got. The Eight of Cups. You can't make it up. So we already know the eight represents action, change, forward movement, spiritual revolution. And then remember the cups, right? The cups is saying that we're looking to continuously fulfill our life, right? We're looking to we're looking to go from the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups, which is mental, emotional, spiritual fulfillment. Right? That's being in love with your path, being in love with the people, places, and things in your life, being in love with yourself, right? Being the person who initiate and they achieve. So take your time at night. What I think this card is saying is take your time at night again to reflect. Right? You see that big moon in there? Look at the moon. It almost look like the moon is shining. That is crazy. It's crazy. It looked like the moon is shining. It looked like the moon shining off the card. That is wild. That is wild. I like that. That looked crazy. That looked like a real moon almost. Golly. That's crazy. Alright. Look, we got the red and blue cochina here. Damn, it looked like it's a whole spectrum of colors coming off the moon. Orange, yellow, purple, it be kind of bluish too, green. That is crazy. Interesting. All right. Yeah. So liberation is here. So the moonlight reflecting, right? So this is why he did the ritual under the moonlight, is because he went in introspection. He went in to figure out what was it within him that needed to be cleared out. Remember, like I said earlier, these big rocks in this card represent emotional blockages. So going under the full moon, remember that's is being able to pull the true you out, right? So symbolically speaking, it's a lot of people who don't do no type of rituals during the daytime. And if they do, they only do money rituals. At night, is some people who they do protection rituals at night and money rituals during the day. And the reason why is because when the sun comes out, it gives off long wave, uh, a, yeah, long wave. So the energy it gives off, the light it gives off is called long wave. What is it called? No, it's short. No, I think the light that the let me think about this. Yeah, no, the sun, the light that the sun gives off is. sh- let me double check before I get to saying something crazy. Is the sun's light shortwave? I think it's long. I think it's shortwave. Yes, the sun's light is considered shortwave. Okay, so so here's what's important, right? This is the science. This is the science behind them saying the veil is thin at night right here. Okay? I just had the terms confused. So so you see how the sun's energy coming in and then we get all of this other energy that's refracted. So the sun gives off shortwave, meaning that it moves fast, it's hot. The earth give off long wave, meaning that it moves slow. And so when you're talking about um doing particular work at night, um the moon under the at night it's easier for you to tap into your emotions because the sun rays is not protecting you. You understand what I'm saying? When the sun come out, you got a particular level of protection, especially if you got a little melanin, if you know what I'm saying. But nah, I'm just joking. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe yeah, maybe it is though. But in any case though, humans are humans. But um, so I want you to reserve any emotional work, any emotional release. I want you to reserve that for nighttime where it's appropriate. During the daytime, I want you focus on business matters, family matters, house and home, etc., etc. All right, it's time to start putting things in order. All right, remember what I always say about the tools of divination here, right? The tools of divination said that we're building up to a point. So we'll come back for these cups, right? All these old things that used to define you, we could come back to them. But right now we need to add about three more cups here, right? We missing at least three cups, even though this is the eight card, right? But once we get all 10, then they form to one big one. So um yeah. So I don't know. I ain't gonna talk you to death, man. Eight of Cups is one of my most favorite cards, man, because it's just so deep. It's just so deep. Like it really is. I'll be here all night, man, talking about this card. But I ain't gonna wear you out, man. I ain't gonna wear you out. But like I said, take note of that though. Emotional work, stuff like that, letting go of the past, healing, manifesting love, all of that stuff, even praying for the kitty, right? Say that for, maybe after 6, after 9, right? And then, like I said, manifest the money during the daytime. Manifest the house, the money, the cars, the clothes, all that stuff in the daytime in the morning, right? Between 5, like 5 and 8 in the morning. Tell you, man, I didn't I didn't name myself a master. I earned that title. I earned the title of master. I just did that. But yeah, I got a lot of gems for people. They just gotta cash in on them, man. And there's only so much I can really do on YouTube for real, for real. I'll be pushing the limit. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say, great information in the hands of fools is destruction. Sag girl, what up? Uh, just go like one of my old videos later on. I don't have enough. I don't. I'm kind of tired. Well, I ain't super tired, but I'm ready to kick back and relax. If you want to post your question, go ahead. Just make sure it's about you. Okay, make sure you is front and center in this question. Especially if you want to consult the cards. Now, if you want an intuitive message, you can pretty much ask me whatever you want, and I'll give you my best intuitive message. But if you want to deal with the cards, make sure it's centered on you. All right. I'm sorry I broke my crystal. I don't even know where the other half at. It was a little It's still powerful though. I feel it. I really like this one too. I never really spent a lot of time with this crystal. Oh yeah, I won't. I won't. I mean, I could do you a quick yes or no, but that's about it. So if you're looking for something really deep, I won't be able to help you. You know what? I'm not gonna. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pull for that at all. I'm sorry. Can we rephrase the question? Um, yeah, I can't pull for that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sag. I can't pull for that. Here we gotta. I want us to start getting back to how oneself. Right? Focus on healing. Focus on manifesting. Focus on, overcoming. I don't know, that sounds very confusing and messy. I don't trust that. Yeah, I don't even think you need a card for that, to be honest with you, because at this point, I gotta know who I'm chatting with online. My thing is that why are you talking to people that you don't know? I want you to exercise some caution is what I'm really gearing towards. I didn't want to just jump out there and say it, but you need to exercise some caution. If a person don't want to reveal their identity to you, then you can go ahead and go ahead and let them go. You don't need to get a reading about somebody that you don't even know their identity. I refuse. I'm sorry. I got the right to refuse. And I got to start exercising that right because I want people to heal. I don't want people to keep staying in the same cycles. Well, text it to me. Text it to me and I'll tell you what I think about it. All right, go ahead and post your question, Jay. Horta Horta. What up? Que pasa, Holmes? What's up, Jay? I know a real one when I smell it. You couldn't tell when you had cash on the phone? I smelt that nigga. Thousands of miles away. All right. So yeah, so if you want to get a read, and I could definitely pull you a card or something, but yeah, though. Yeah, even if you got a question if it's real, we got to start saying no. Where's we drawing the line at these days? Jay, I can't pull a card for that. Here at the Sacred Self Healing Center, you need to understand that the heart is the center for healing, okay? So what your question is telling me is that either you don't believe in yourself or you believe you're not good enough. In any case, um, your career will advance if you want it in the work, right? It's simple. You don't need to get a tarot reading on that. The answer is going to be yes always. And my question is you doing what was required in order for your career to advance? Or is you just the average Joe, just showing up, not standing out, not doing nothing, just I'm just here for a paycheck, waiting for me to get promoted, even though I don't work at all. Come on, y'all. We got to start putting ourselves first, right? We got to start putting ourselves first. We got to start believing in ourselves. We want before we go to sleep. We got to start saying, "I can and I will." I can and I will. I am just difficult. I work across state from HQ. I don't understand how is that relevant. And I don't understand how that changes my answer. Maybe you need to give me maybe you need to give me a little bit more information. But my thing is that again, it do have something to do with you believing in yourself because you asking me, will your career advance? The way I look at things here, the way I do things, and I'm not saying you have to, right? But the way I look at things here is that if I want something and if I know for a fact that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do and I still don't get it, then it's not meant for me. Then I'm gonna go looking for something else or I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, work a little bit harder. You understand what I'm saying? So you talking about headquarters is across state. Well, you hired at the job, right? So so obviously they like you for something. Now, are you saying like you have to travel back and forth or something like that? That okay. So in any case, in any case, again, my question to you is that you got hired, you was hired from a distance. So why wouldn't you be successful from a distance? Is this requiring you to work? I don't understand. You got to fill me in so I can know where you're coming from. Because when you tell me will I be successful, that just sounds like you don't believe in yourself. But you're not. So what I'm thinking right now is that you came in asking the wrong questions. You didn't even ask the question that you really wanted to know. What up, Rip? I don't know if you really wanted to know if you should move on and find a different company. I don't think you really asking a question that you really want the answers to. The way I believe is that you can pretty much be successful. All right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's success or advancement. All right, what matters is that I unless it's not meant for you to advance, then you're going to advance. So my question to you is, are you doing what it takes to advance? That's all. I apologize for the confusion. I apologize for using the wrong words and whatnot. You know, I ain't gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be right. Yeah, no, I just want you to make sure if ever you come and ask me questions, I want you to make sure that you asking the right question. You gotta ask exactly what you want. Because what you asked me was, will you advance? But you started telling me that, it's a long distance and this one and that one. So really, it's not a question of if will you advance. I think you want to know, is it worth whatever you got to go through? And that's up for you to decide. I don't think you should let the tarot cards um be the deciding factor. Your heart and your mind, brain heart coherence, to tell you everything you need to know. My question is, are you an energetic match for what you want? Because if you are, then things are going to move on your behalf. But if you're not an energetic match for what you want, then ain't no telling where you're going to end up. Girl, I need my hair twisted. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't do third party readings. So, uh, ask that person how they feel about you. I could pull you a card, but this person could feel something different in the morning. It's hard to pull for emotions because emotions always change. A person can be mad 1 second and then happy another second. So if I pull a current feelings card, you gotta understand. If I pull this current feelings card, then you gotta understand that this doesn't guarantee love, reconciliation. This doesn't guarantee breakup and heartache. This is just a snapshot in time. All right. Funny about third party readings, where tarot is used for self help first and foremost. It's used to gain insight for you to advance on your path. Um, People have perverted tarot and primarily used it to spy on people, and feed baseless delusions. And so, any tarot reader that's just out here taking any question, you need to unsubscribe from them because they leading people astray. All right. So we got mistakes. From the Love Oracle deck, we got mistakes. It says misunderstood, victim, lost soul. All right. So I don't know if somebody had a fight or something like that, but yeah, that's what it is. So somebody made a mistake, somebody feel misunderstood, somebody is taking a victim role, and somebody is lost. All right, so that's the current feelings right now for that person. Like I said, this could change at any given time, so take this with a grain of salt. Trolls come out at night. Wow, wow, wow. Trolls come out at night. Trolls come out at night. Wow, wow, wow. Trolls come out at night. Trolls come out at night. Wow, wow, wow. Trolls come out at night. I'm block you. Stop spamming my chat. Cause I just answered your question. I'm about to block you. Stop spamming my chat. Cause I just answered your question. I'm about to block you. Stop spamming my chat. Because I just answered your question. Your question. Trolls come out at night. Wow, wow, wow. Trolls come out at night. Trolls come out at night. Wow, wow, wow. Trolls come out at night. Trolls come out at night. Wow, wow, wow. Trolls come out at night. A trumpet solo would be good with that song. Do you even know who invented a trumpet? Do you know how to spell trumpet backwards? I just be talking trash, man. So don't laugh. I know somebody about to send some laughing emojis. Your ass about to get blocked. Wah, wah, wah. Your ass about to get blocked. Your ass about to get blocked. Wah, wah, wah. Your ass about to get blocked. Come on, don't make me open this jar. I'm gonna absorb all them demons you got in there, so don't make me open this jar, alright? If you wanna keep them demons, you better keep them where they at. You better control them demons like venom. Wow, 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 wow. You better control them demons like venom. You better give them a sense of direction and purpose. Wow, 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 wow. But boy, who else wanna follow him? Who else wanna go to hell? Who else wanna follow him? Who else wanna go to hell? What the fuck? I appreciate it though. It's good for the algorithm, but I ain't in the mood right now, cousin. I'm not. Maybe I need to smoke something. I'm not in the mood. Not at all. See, some people they don't know they trolls. Some people don't know they trolls. That's the key. That's the thing that you gotta learn about this live thing. Some people be dead ass serious too and don't even know they NPCs. They non-playable characters. They extras in the movie. They background characters. They background dancers. Two live crew. They the blow up doll that Tupac had sex with on stage. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. My Charleston White voice. They don't know. They don't know they toxic. Cause somebody told them that it was positive. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm about to get zooted. I'm about to get booted. Your ass got blocked. Your ass got booted for 24 hours. I hope the taste ain't sour left in your mouth. Laying down south, sideways across your head. Hit you with the pole. Wow, wow, wow. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Get up. All right, man. I've been on here for an hour, man. I did it. I fought through it. I'm about to go do some mysterious KP stuff, man. So y'all already know what it is, man. Keep them third eyes open. If you know what I'm about to say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else but peace. Last call for alcohol. You got 30 seconds. Last call for. Oh, this crystal. I like this. It feels strong in my hand. Pomeranian head ass. All right. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf because I ain't buying it. Peace. Stop spraying raid in y'all house with the windows closed. All right. I can smell it all the way over here. Alright, I can smell that raid all the way over here. Stop spreading that raid in the house with the windows closed. Oh man, what's happening? What's happening, Captain? Come on, gang. If I'm gonna do all this talking, I gotta get fried, gang. Come on, gang. I gotta get fried, gang. Come on, gang. I'm gonna do all this talking, I gotta get fried. I need one of them chairs I can sit on the floor, man. I hate this chair, man. Look, you would come in when I'm talking about roaches. What you think getting fried mean? I'm curious. I'll tell you in a second, but I wanna know. I'm so curious to know what you think getting fried mean.
Some people kill, some people steal, some people lie sometimes. Different events in our life can shape those ways. Harboring hate, harboring pain, and everything people do. Make it so very hard to forgive. Nobody is perfect, and I can see that in the mirror. And every time I think of things I've done inside the past, I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, I noticed a person there. Free, not worried about a thing, not even worried about me down here. They free. Ain't nowhere that they can't fly. I'm always seeing them pass by. I'm jealous. So many things, so many bills I gotta worry about. I go to work every day so they get paid. So many jobs, so many friends, different associates. I always forget they're subjected to change. Nothing stays the same, things always changing like the seasons. As soon as I get my hopes up, issues start falling down. I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, I notice the birds in there. Free, not worried about a thing, not even worried about me down here. They
Don't gotta worry about social issues.
Don't gotta worry about bills to pay. Oh, don't gotta worry about people falling out with you. I
I
struggle
struggle
mentally
mentally
on
on
different
different
ways
ways
I
I
can
can
let
let
go.
go.
As I
Every
look
time
up
I
into
try
the
to
sky,
quit,
I
I
come
get
to
crack
realize
smoke.
I
I
notice
notice
the
the
birds
birds
in
in
there.
there.
Not
Not
worried
worried
about,
about. We
not
already did the
worried
collective
about,
reading
not
already.
worried about me down here. They free. Ain't nowhere that they can't fly. Ain't
Ain't
nowhere
nowhere
that
that
they
they can't
can't
fly.
fly.
So many.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Ooh, yeah. I'm so jealous. Ooh.
Took a day off from tarot. I always forget they subjected to change. Nothing stays the same, things always changing like the seasons. Soon as I get my hopes up, issues start falling down. I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. So I look up in the sky to talk to God. I notice the birds in there. What do you think getting fried means? What do you mean your energy changed? Your energy drained. So you telling me it's something outside of your body that can take away your energy faster than you can replenish it? You're not an alchemist. I'm gonna have to call you out on this one, cuz. What is Sage at? We got a phony in the building. Oh yeah, we calling them out. If you see them, point them out. If you see them, point them out. What? I thought we believed in ourselves. I thought we had hope. Tarot is supposed to be the thing that give you energy. Yeah. Tarot, you supposed to say tarot is gonna give me energy. You know, y'all, I ain't feel like going live, but I went live, and now I feel so much better. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, it's better than nada. It's better than nada. I'm just messing with you, but you gotta push through it. Everybody going through that right now. You gotta push it, push it, push it. What's good? What I do now? What's not very nice? Look, we already know if we listen when we over here. This is spiritual spa day. This is spa day for the soul. right? So the first thing we got to do is make sure that we promise ourselves that we're gonna let go of any we not gonna get attached, or we gonna let go to any disagreeable energies, internal and external, no matter what, no matter who say what, when, where, why, or how. Can't nothing get us distracted off our path. I was just joking, but in reality, I do want you to be able to have something that you can grab onto that help you persevere through those down moments. That's why I was saying you do it, even if you just do it for 15 minutes, you can alchemize it and say, you know what? I'm going to push through it and do it. And I know that I'm going to feel better after, right? You can be prophetic in it, right? You know, G Liz, somebody going to come into your chat and they going to turn you up. That's I was telling G Liz earlier. She said she was sad about her cat. I'm like, that's a perfect time to go live so you can be raw and authentic. But there you go. Yeah, I would just do pre-uploads on the other platforms. That's because you got to utilize hashtags. You got to have SEO titles and hashtags. If you don't get hashtags on your YouTube shorts, you going to do 20 views. That's what I did with that other video that's out of date. I uploaded it without no hashtags. So I made it private. I added the hashtags and stuff, and then when I put it back on there, my views went up. Yep. If you go live, I'll slide over there for a few. How many hashtags you put? You gotta load. Listen, YouTube virtually got unlimited tags. So what you do is, see, y'all gotta subscribe to KP's business coaching, man. I was about to give you some more game, but maybe tomorrow. I just gotta get consistent so I can get, you know what I'm saying? Hashtags definitely a part of it though. What up? It do. It do. But you gotta hit me up, man. I'm not about to be giving. See, I be trying to help people. I throw some free game, but man, people gotta hit me up if they want that business coaching. You wanna learn how to grow your YouTube? You wanna increase engagement? All that stuff? Holla at your boy. Man, I lost my channel and everything, and I still got monetized in a little bit over a year. I lost my channel. I'm talking about the whole channel. Like I couldn't even log into YouTube with the email, and I still bounced back and got monetized. Right? Is everywhere donations are accepted. That's where it's at. Nah, you gotta come to me directly. No, no. They ain't give me a reason. They said after I filed the appeal, I filed my appeal. They was like, upon further review, we determined that you didn't violate none of our policies. So in order to make things right, look, listen, this the kicker. They said in order to make things right, we're gonna restore your channel. I said, whoa, they went above and beyond. Hell no. Man, that was so long ago. Like I said, I bounced back, man. Like, not to be braggadocious, but for me, not to show my face and all that stuff. And, I don't think I said it. It's people who, who took them five years to get to 1,000 subscribers. Right? When I was coming up, when I hit 500, 600, 700, all of that, I would pay attention to the other readers and I would look. Some of them readers, man, like old boy Mark, like Marky Mark Tarot, not to single, not to single him out, but he at 1.03K, but he been posting for like 5 years. Yeah. Namaskaram. You from the north or the south? Maybe you should hire security. Hey, but I got one order of business real fast. At least once a day, can you let one commercial play for 30 seconds on my channel? All right. If y'all didn't know, YouTubers don't get paid unless y'all hit the link on the commercial or y'all let it play for at least 30 seconds. So please let at least one, you know how they do two commercials? Well, if you just let one commercial play a day for 30 seconds, that's all I ask. If y'all want to do it longer, cool. Also, if y'all want to help y'all boy out, right, back like how we used to do it back in the day, y'all can just take my playlist and go play it. Like if y'all got extra devices and stuff like that, if y'all got like an extra phone, extra computer, something like that, maybe y'all can turn the volume on like 2% and then y'all can play like my playlist. Help your boy out, get some moolah. I don't even know what that mean. Oh, that's some lyrics. I ain't hip. Was weird. And then you know what's crazy about old buddy? Old buddy got the nerve. Old buddy got the nerve to talk shit about people who don't who don't fuck with buddy no more. It's like you're trying to prove a point, but the point ain't made. What do what mean? Weird. I'm trying to figure out what weird mean too. But but old buddy know who I'm talking to. We was having a conversation already. If you don't know, then you don't know. I can't tell you. Nah, Yashi, he- man, whoever I'm talking to know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, if it don't resonate, you gotta let it walk. Let's talk about something else. I'm about to pull you a card real fast. E. That don't mean you can't go back and drop some hearts on that chat. What's up, y'all? Can we get some dogs in the chat? Can we get some wolves in the chat? Keep them coming. Copy and paste them. Don't just keep them coming. Copy and paste them. Copy and paste them. Come on, now y'all can do better than that. Come on, man. I like the green dogs, though. I like that. Copy and paste them. Aw, y'all ain't spamming the chat. Y'all ain't spamming the chat. Spam that. Spam it. Do it at least 4 times. 4 times back to back. Shout out to the big dog in the building, man. Shout out to the big dogs in the chat, man. Shout out to the homie, man. I need to see some big dogs, man. What is these little dogs? Where the wolves at? Just type in wolf. Forget that. Forget that. I want wolves. I want wolves. Where the wolves at? Y'all tripping. I need some wolves. What the wolves? All right. So you got a nine card. So this was the collective reading. Hit me up tomorrow. We can follow up on that. All right. I'll follow up on this collective reading in the morning. I'm tired, so I'm not going super deep. I'm not going super hard tonight. Um, there we go. Yeah, where them wolves at? My dog some respect. Show my dog some respect. Where the wolves at? All right. So you got the nine of swords for your card of the day tomorrow. What do I see? Uh, so I need to know first of all before we move forward. Eve, I don't want to see no more. I don't want to see no more emojis from Eve right now, y'all. Eve need to come to the front of the class. Eve need to come to the front of the class right now, so y'all can continue throwing spitballs at each other and all that stuff in the back. But Eve, you gotta come to the front right now. Come on, Eve. I just told you no more. All right, Eve, you about to fail. So Eve, you officially 1 week behind on your homework. Before you got started, you gave me plenty of excuses why. So now I need to know which one of them lies was the real excuse. So you busy typing all these fancy words that mean nothing, right? You just making up words on the spot, but you're not talking about homework though. So we got 7 people, 7 likes. We've been in here for 95 minutes, and you still ain't told me nothing about no homework. Ain't no oh yeah my homework. What? Anybody else? Anybody else thought that was funny? Oh, I respect your honesty. See, now you back in my good graces. Um, so my thing is that uh, do you want what you say you want? My question is, do you want what you say you want? How bad? So while you thinking about what I'm saying, this nine of swords is a reminder of the reason why we had homework in the first place. So what? What? What do you mean, love? Anyways, um, this card is a reminder of why we had what we was talking about in the first place. So, um, you got another 24 hours starting from 6 p.m. yesterday. Yeah, but all right, you're not focused, man. All right. So anybody else want a last call? If you hit me up and we could follow up on this. Hit me up and we can follow up on the card. You know what I'm saying in private. But anybody else want to read it before we get on up out of here? Nah, you're not focused. You talking to other people. I asked you to come to the I asked you to come to the front. No, you no. It's nothing about love. It's nothing about love. It's nothing about love. We had a whole conversation about a whole bunch of stuff. Remember, part of the conversation was about you letting go of anxiety about your son. Um, a whole bunch of stuff, right? And so I really want what's best for you. But you know, um, I want what's best for you, and I can't even get you to stop pressing the emojis. I think that's a trauma response, to be honest with you. So I want to know what was our homework about? What was the homework about? You got it written down, right? What's difficult topics? And this is why I said, how bad do you want what you want? How bad do you want it? Again, if you're going to make progress, right? The first thing you can't do is lie to me, right? Oh, I'm gonna do it, knowing damn well you ain't gonna do it, right? But you gotta make the commitment to yourself that you're gonna let go of the emotions and only take the lessons from the past and move forward. It's a lot of homework. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? And so, you know, only thing I would say is that the only thing you got to do is just move forward. If you want it, if you don't want it, then don't tell me you want it. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you tell me you want it, then I'm gonna be quantumly entangled with a vision that's not mine. And there's nothing wrong with it, because I want the best for everybody, but I can't want it for you more than you. And so, me getting your attention and asking you to come to the front of the class was trying to help you combat that impulsiveness. But it's okay. It's all good. Like I said, we could follow up. We could just take it light tonight. You know what I'm saying? But that nine of swords was a reminder, right? That we could do all this joking around. We could go eat all this good food. We could go to the beach. We could do all this fun stuff. But what's going on when your mind is idle? What's going on when you lonely at night? What's going on when you wake up in the morning and you wish you had somebody to help you such and such and such and such, right? Or what's going on in your thoughts and your feelings when you be like, "Damn, when is it my turn?" Or when am I going to get what I want? right? The homework can't be important only when you feel down, right? We gotta fight these distractions, right? We gotta fight the distractions, right? Even if we fight them for 15 minutes a day, we gotta be able to create space for what we want, or else we still gonna be nine of swords. And my thing is that can you afford a ten of swords right now? Can you afford to wake up in the morning and not know who you are, where you at, and how you feel? Can you really afford that right now? I'm like, if this nine of swords really turned into the ten of swords, like, what would that look like? And now you don't got to answer this in the chat, but what would that look like for you in real life? Who would be affected if you was having a ten of swords moment? Right? Is this nine of swords accurate on what you could be possibly feeling internally? Not what you show us, but what I'm saying is that can you afford for it to happen again? Just because you went through it once, that don't mean that you immune to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. You already at the nine. Like I said, is this nine resonating at all? You a reader, you know. Is this nine resonating at all whatsoever? Can I trust the person I am thinking of to just be friends with? That don't even make sense. You got to ask me a question that makes grammatical sense. And my thing is that if you can honestly say you've been in the Ten of Swords moment, that means you got firsthand experience. And so sometimes we don't get a chance. But Ripley, though, with all due respect, though, don't post nothing like that when I'm talking to somebody 101. Because if you was going through something, right, I would ask that you respect the time and energy. Because I mean, I do got the choice not to respond, but you got to be respectful for your other classmates, right? Because if I'm getting distracted, then somebody else can get distracted, and that's taking away 2 minutes of healing that we can't get back. So I don't know if you somebody burner page or what, but you know what I'm saying? Please, 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 please show some respect. So if you wrote down all that stuff we was talking about, right? Then I want you to write something else down. How do this nine of swords fit into my life now? And how is my life different from, let's just say, a week ago, give or take? You understand what I'm saying? You got to do the 111 without the sign in the middle, without the little double dots. Just type 111. Well, I don't know why when you type in your name it don't work. It don't make sense to me still. But anyways, yeah, like I said, we got to be able to go with the flow. You understand what I'm saying? No matter where it's gonna go, we got to be able to go with the flow, man. I'm not telling you to set yourself up for failure, but what I'm saying is that if a part of your healing is facing something that's uncomfortable, do it. Right? Having this shit is uncomfortable, but is you gonna hold it? To be honest with you, I encourage them to. I just encourage people not to troll, not to say weird stuff, or not to say unauthentic things. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. But yeah, if you want to spam some green hearts in the chat, you can too. Hey y'all, can y'all get some hearts in the chat? Go ahead. Go ahead. Alchemize. Go ahead and drop some hearts in the chat for Jack Boy. Yeah. Oh, he must not know. Hold on. Oh yeah. He must not know where he at. This is my soulmate sketch, and this is who proposed. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't care nothing about that soulmate sketch. I don't even know why y'all showing me that. All right. Welcome to the vibe tribe. Don't let the vibe ruin you. A lot of people, man, they hop on this frequency, man, and they be tripping. They be tripping. They hop on this frequency. Nah, man. So if you give me a second, I can introduce myself and what we do here, man. But yeah, things is a little bit different here, man. I just want to say welcome to the Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. All right, so when you pull up here, you sit down, relax. You know what I'm saying? The ladies they gonna grab you a water. They gonna ask you, do you need any chips or any tea or anything? When you come here, remember this like a spa day for your soul. You understand what I'm saying? This TLC for the spirit when you come here. This a construction zone, a hard hat area. You understand what I'm saying? We do work over here. And self development is the construction site. Don't forget that, young man. Right? Where the construction emojis at? Let me see where the construction emojis at. Let me see if they up there. Yeah, where my Tonka trucks? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What and I got Bob the Builder in the building. Yeah, we in the building. And he got a toupee. Yeah, and Bob the Builder got a toupee. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, he might get him a date tonight. FarmersOnly.com. Head ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We cut up here at KP's Tarot School after dark. Yeah, this the night class. Welcome to the night class. Hold on. I gotta tap back in. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me get professional again. I gotta float on you niggas. No, just let me stop saying the N word. I gotta float real fast. No, man. Hey, we do have a lot of fun here, man. But we put in a lot of work here, man. We do. We really do. We put in work over here, man. This the construction zone, man. Like, if this was X-Men, then I wouldn't be Professor Xavier. No, I'm just. I'd be like Xavier and Magneto as one. All right. So, yeah. Okay, so what do we do here? I want to join in and understand. Well, first thing you do is tap into that description box, man. And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns after you tap into that description box, let me know. But one thing you can't find in the description box is the reason why we use four green hearts. Please let me explain. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is Unimportant. I am here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. All right, you got to understand when you come here, we're not using tarot to spy on people and all of that. My job is to help you realize your potential and maximize your potential as a coach. And as a tarot reader, my God, my job is to guide you to shed light on the path to help you heal so you won't have to be dependent on predictions, but you will be able to manifest the future that you want to live. All right. So if anybody is new here, then go ahead and type Vibe Tribe in the chat. All right. If you a veteran here, you already know what to do. So let me explain to you. First thing first, right? Four green hearts. What does it mean? All right. The color green, emerald, but green is a representation of the heart chakra. My profile picture that you see on my channel, that is the anahata. Okay. That is how you tap into the heart chakra in Hindi. All right. So again, the color green represents the heart chakra. All right. So the number four is very significant here. All right. So each heart has a meaning. So listen closely, okay? So first thing first, right? The first heart represents peace, love, health, and wealth, in which I'm wishing you and yours. The second heart represents law, order, balance, and stability, in which I'm wishing you and yours as well, right? The third heart represents the four elements that we must balance to truly be in tune with the fifth, right? Now the caveat is that we are the fifth element and the fifth element is all around us, right? But we can live a lifestyle that weakens or directly disconnects us from the all, all right? And with that being said, why not go through the gut wrenching, grueling, ground shaking process of purifying all four elements within you so you can combine, right, for that fifth, right? And whoever know what that fifth element is, let me know in the chat. All right. And last but not least, the number four represents the fourth chakra in the seventh chakra system, okay? So it's the fourth one up and it's the fourth one down, all right? So get your party favors and all that stuff ready, all right? Because it's going to be a time to celebrate, all right? So I just want to say that it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here, all right? And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. But those four green hearts is how we we communicate, right, on a deeper level. Nah, man. See, you got about 30 seconds to apologize, my brother. All right. So while you apologize, and I just want to say this, you have been officially initiated into the Vibe Tribe. So now it is your responsibility to welcome others the way we have welcomed you. All right. So with that being said, now is the time to celebrate, man. If you do me a favor, give me your age. Let me know if you single or not. What's your sign? And tell me one thing that you're trying to bring to fruition in your life. Yeah, you very observant, man. I see you very observant, right? Neurodivergent. So you're very observant on what people spam in the chat. Be very observant on, my possible emotional state. I appreciate that. I appreciate the concern. I was just joking about the apology. My sense of humor is very dry, kind of like your breath. But but yeah. So Yeah, we here, man. Welcome to the Vibe Tribe. Just don't let the vibes ruin you, man. That's all I say. No, you cool, man. To be honest with you, it's 122 on the dot. You know what that means? That means that when I'm on here, even though I might, the decibels of my voice might change, the emotional state is always the same, which is love. That's what the only emotional state that I got. So, um, I joke around, I play, but also I don't play all the time though. You know what I'm saying? So if you worried about how I feel like I'm in love. I feel like I'm in love with my path. I feel like I'm in love with the journey that I'm on. That's how I feel. I feel like I love seeing the people who come across my channel grow. Right? We done had people manifest houses and money and jobs and you know all types of stuff, man. So yeah, I'm more concerned about you more than anything. I'm not interested in talking about me. Me is not important. You worried about me, my cash up right there. You could send me some Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? You could send me some of that good old Venezuelan um legal tender. You know what I'm talking about? Backed by human souls. Oh shit, did I just say that? That just got truth real. I mean, that just got dark real fast. No, I'm sorry. It ain't Venezuela. It's El Salvador. It's El Salvador that had Bitcoin. I think, I don't know if they changed it back to the US dollar, but I know at one point they legal tender for the whole country was Bitcoin. Their Federal Reserve. And the city of Miami was talking about doing it too. They're having a treasury filled with Bitcoin. So everybody in the city, when you go to work and you get paid, you don't get paid in dollars, you get paid in Bitcoin. But the only thing is that Bitcoin not stable. The dollar is stable for the most part. Wop, 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 wop. Trolls come out at night. Trolls come out at night. Wop, wop, wop. Trolls come out at night. Trolls come out at night. Wop, wop, wop. Trolls come out at night. Trolls come out at night. All right, y'all. So, I think everybody who wanted to read and got a reading. So I just looked at the clock and it's 1:21. So I think that's my cue at 1:22. I'm gonna make it do what it do. Uh, so with that being said, man, it's been an honor and a pleasure. If you need to, you know how to get in tune with me. I'm about to go chill, do some mysterious KP stuff, which is um meditate, go to sleep, right? The grind don't stop. Like I said, I will come back in the morning with a follow up to you, so I'm gonna leave him right there. Um, yeah, pull up on me in the morning, man. Yeah, yeah. It's 1:26 in the afternoon for us. Yeah, you're reading over, man. You kind of killed the vibe a little bit when you was, you know what I'm saying, when you was chilling with what you call them. But what I will say is that I just slightly touched on the point, which is 122:22, right? I just slightly touched on the point, which is you don't want to in the Ten of Cups moment. I'm sorry, Ten of Swords. I apologize. I always do that. You don't want to wake up in the Ten of Swords moment, right? And so, with that being said, you're going to have to make some hard decisions within yourself. You're going to have to make some promises to yourself, right? Maybe maybe we could look at the new covenant in the Bible and break that down. Ooh, that'd be a good live. The new covenant. Are you an energetic match for what you want? Right? Um, yeah, I think it, man. I got the procrastination video out. So if you all those who's looking for a podcast to tap into that's not about, gossip and all that stuff, then y'all go ahead and go over to my channel and hit the I don't know if it's under the playlist tab or the podcast tab, but I got a podcast that I was doing called yeah, the Bible. Yeah, I don't turn down no information. But yeah, it's called the New Covenant. But what was I saying though? Shit, what was I saying? Damn, what was I saying? What was I saying about the Bible before the Bible question? Fuck it, I don't care, man. Well, I do care, but I don't got the energy right now. Let me see if I can rewind it. Posed to her. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I don't care. I don't care. All right. So let me go back a couple seconds and see what I was saying. Are you an energetic match for what you want? Oh, we was talking about your reading. So yeah, in closing, I did kind of on it, man. Oh yeah, I love you. It's all love, peace, love, health, and wealth. You know what type of energy I move with. But again, just to reiterate what I was saying about your reading, um, you if you really truly been in a tenor towards energy, then you know you don't want to go back. It's not so much about I don't want you. It's about um I can't make you progress making promises to yourself. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk. You're gonna have to yourself. You going it because listen, when it really come down to it, if you really was faced with all of this shit at once, you will have to do it for you. Not your son, not nothing. It won't be nothing because without you, nothing else exists. If you was to leave, we don't exist. We don't exist no more when you leave. We don't. So with that being said, you need to influence your reality as much as you can. And living in La La Land, going to what's that called, Dragon Land, or walking down is not gonna cut it. Maybe to go, but we gotta shake that off now. We can't purposefully put ourselves into we can't numb ourselves and pretend it's healing. That's been a theme that I've been hearing in readings for the last couple of days, and I think I heard it today too. We can't numb ourselves and then pretend we're healed. We can't do that. It ain't enough fun. It ain't enough chocolate, chocolate. Oh yeah. Another thing that I was saying was G Jizzle, no more chicle when you go on the video, okay? No chicle. Uh yeah, you welcome, but I'm not done. Zero in, focus with me. Come on, focus, focus. We gotta make a promise to ourselves for one that we gonna whatever it take. For two, we gonna let go of the emotions that's attached to the past. Three, discipline. But it's gonna come from within though. Discipline it's gonna have to come from within. It ain't no I gotta do this for my son or I gotta do this for all women of color or ain't none of that shit. It's you. Because guess what? When you when you out here fucked up, there's only but so many people that can have your back. Especially by us being this age that we are now. The older you get, listen, this is how age work. The older you get, the less people help until you get old as fuck. That's just how it is. The older you get, the less people want to help. Yeah, I know, but it's distracting me. I'm gonna stop looking at the screen for a second. Um, the older you get, man, the less people gonna want to help you. And it's like at this point, we gotta help ourselves because when we show up in the world, people expect. I said this earlier, but unless you advocate for yourself, unless you take time out to go heal and stuff like that, then you're gonna have to perform 100%. Ain't no 40%, ain't no 20%, right? Imagine if the sun took a day off. It don't matter if it's cloudy or not. Imagine if the sun took a day off. What would happen? Everything could be fucked up. Not just Earth, the whole fucking right? It's called solar system because it's the system of the solar, right? The soul, the sun, right? So of course that the solar system would be in disarray when the sun take a day off, right? But look at this general reading right here. What did this general reading tell you, right? But ain't no days off. We gotta focus. Day is a new day. Every day is a fresh start, right? And then what we do is instead of completely starting from scratch, we take the good things from yesterday and build on them. We know things from yesterday and we recycle them into something that we can use. Okay? That's the game plan. That's the goal. The arches that we're going to be moving through in our garden of abundance has to be in order. The portals that we're going through, there has to be order, right? Going in and coming out the portal. You understand what I'm saying? This new reality is going to listen. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm a you can text me or whatever. But especially when we got idle time, it's different when you picking up, dropping off, working, getting money. It's different. I'm talking about idle time only. We got to start sacrificing our idle time to manifest things that we're going to thank ourselves for in the future. We got to start building habits that we're going to thank ourselves for in the future. You understand? And that goes for everybody. Like the time is now. We can't we're not 16. We can't keep throwing stuff off. We can't put it off. We got to go and be stuck. And then we're going to be 40 stuck. 41, 42 stuck. 45, 48 stuck. No, not on my watch, we not. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna leave it open for any closing thoughts, any questions, comments, concerns. If anybody, please post it, cause I feel like somebody wanna say something. Go ahead. Come on, gang. I'm trying to get fried, gang. Get some water. All right. All right. So we good? I think we good. We actually 10 minutes over now on the dot. I just noticed that. Well, now we about to be 11 minutes. Make me emotional. You're not emotional. That's called growth. That's growth. That's not emotion. That's not emotion. That's not emotion. There is no emotion. Maybe there's a feeling, right? But you take the feeling that you want it to go into. And this too earlier. There's a stimulus, right? And then there's a feeling that happens. And then the feeling releases um hormones and emotions. All right. Now, when your body releases hormones and emotions, your temperature raise, etc., etc. And what that does is it influences your aura. That's the electromagnetic subtle body, the subtle energetic bodies, right? Just like the Earth got 7 layers of the atmosphere, we got such and such, our aura. All right, and so if you felt overwhelmed, then you need to do what's called a manual override, right? So you need to say, hey, I'm in control here. Yes, I might feel like this, right? But again, emotions are like steroids. When we get adrenaline, cortisol, all of that stuff, right? Remember, when people have superhuman strength, do they do it just sitting on it? Always when the heart is pumping, right? When the emotions or when the instincts is high and the conscious part of the brain shut down, right? The only reason why people are limited is because they believe that they're right. So when you hear about people being able to get into the flow, they be or something happened and they be burning stuff or lifting cars or running fast or whatever, right? That's not superhuman abilities. Conscious mind is out the way, right? That just like gorillas and shit. We can be just as strong as a gorilla, but we live a lifestyle that doesn't allow us to be strong like a gorilla. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I did say I was gonna say one more thing, but I guess I'm done. So before we get is, we're in the description box. Uh, I'm happy that you was able to get something from something, right? So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to doing some studies, and maybe you can go ahead and take the night off. But if you're gonna be up, you need to get one on one with yourself and do that homework, right? I'm telling you, that homework is gonna clear that blockage that you feel, that stuck. That ain't by yet. You gotta wait till class. I gotta dismiss class. Don't dismiss you. I dismiss you. All right, but you gotta. I'm telling you, doing that work is gonna help you get that unstuck, that heavy feeling that I want to escape. All of that. Doing that homework is what's gonna free you. So you're running away from the thing that's actually gonna free you from what you running from originally. So it's like you don't want to be sick. I'm using this as an example. You don't want to be sick, but you're scared of the medicine. So it's like you're gonna have to pick a struggle. Either you're just gonna and tough it out and whatever happen, or you can take this magic pill, right? And 90 days, give or take, you'll be, you know. So remember, this isn't the lover's card, but this still represents choices because remember the tools represent duality, and a part of duality is start and finish. You understand what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, right? It's time to that two of cups. It's time to be heart chakra, love, healing, right? Tapping into that true love is healing. All right. So that being said, man, if you know love, health, and wealth, anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? And not me, not just you, not just her, not just Day Day. We not buying it as a collective. If you come to us with some bullshit that don't fit with us, like gossiping, stealing, all that other bullshit, trying to convince me that I'm not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Trying to convince me that you better. All that stuff. You can go put that stuff back on the shelf. You might as well let that stuff sit there until they come back and get it. Cause I ain't buying it. Not with cash. Not with food. Nothing. All right. So peace. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Cause I ain't buying it. Peace. Oh boy.